Hello, lovelies. I am Love Angel, and this is another episode of Commander Review. By popular demand and based on poll, I'm with you with an episode about Commander Kevin. I also want to announce that the next Commander Review episode, which will be up soon, will be about Arya Stark that had same number of votes, and next Commander's Review poll is up on my community page as well. But let's focus on Commander Kevin. Commander Kevin is an epic cavalry commander that is available with 50 Black Diamond packs and higher in Game Shop, but he boosts total stats and doesn't have much preferences about troops based on it. It's also mentionable that he also adds troop training speed bonuses. His awakening skill, however, is where these commanders become important. Kevin adds shield to your most damaged frontline lineup, which is also known as the weakest lineup and is same target of the weakness attack. Kevin's awakening skill is based on troops' normal attack, and his shield protects all non-active army skill or other skill damages. His main hand, that is called Dragon Glass, will mainly just enhance his ability to shield and the amount of damage reduction it does. Commander Kevin requires normal attack of frontline army to cast his awakening skill, so Sonara is the one that boosts him a lot. If you're attacking with pure bow troops, he also can benefit from Kravras attack frequency increase, but note that he has double chance to add shield to melee troops, and he is a bit worse when used with bowman troops. In other news, he shields the weakest lineup, which is the same lineup that Jaime initiates weakness attacks against. This damage reduction is a real thorn in heal and weakness sight, to be honest. This is all why Commander Kevin effectively counters Jaime Lannister. He also requires normal attacks to launch his shields. That means if you use him alongside Jaime, you'll get less shields because he turns attacks to weakness attacks, so they are not recommended to be used alongside each other. If we want to do a quick review, the relationships of this commander with everyone else, you really like to have this commander used in crit and bleed, set up specially alongside Sonara, because he casts more shields when he is with her. The two commanders that do damage reduction for a crit and bleed setup are Kevin and Night King, so if you have space for Kevin in your lineup, he will be a good addition alongside Night King for that cause. His worst counter is the female synergy. Even though I didn't register them as a direct counter to him in few slides ago, it's noteworthy that he shields only the non-skill damages in female synergy that is heavily boosted on their active army skill, and skill damages can easily bypass his shields when doing their things. He still will reduce the troop damage when against females, which is still huge, however. And his best enemy is Jaime. Kevin is the only commander that counters Jaime himself and reduces the damage of the weakness attacks significantly by shielding the same army Jaime forces all his allies to attack. If we want to check this effect in battle reports, we must find it in a span of 2 seconds each time it's launched. When initiated, it starts stacking up the damage reduction with a chance by each normal attack, as you can see in this screenshot. The effect will last for 2 seconds after its initiation, and not after last stack up. During this period, the damage against the weakest lineup, which was shielded, is reduced significantly, as you can see in this screenshot. Finally, when 2 seconds end, the ghostly barrier effect disappears. Ideally, we want this shield to happen at the same time the weakness attacks are initiated, which is mostly random. Since he has a high chance of adding the shield, he does a good job covering your march most of the time. However, a heal and weakness setup with boosted healers initiate weakness attacks more frequently and can bypass his shields at times. His tavern stats are incredibly good and heavily focused on combat and leadership. He adds 4-star to command, 3-star to combat, and 3-star to leadership by default and gets an additional star in each when awakened. He is a very good commander to focus on for his tavern boosts, for sure. His strategic skill is not that much used in top teams, however. His strategic skill is mainly damage reduction, which is okay, but since he heavily focuses on total bonuses, he is not much popular in the strategy event formations in general. It's mostly recommended to use commanders that can somehow increase your damage or boost your main utility commanders, and to use commanders that add bonuses to a single troop type instead. His guard skill is also a small area damage and mini stun. However, with high defensive attributes, he is classified as a tank commander in events that require guard skills. He is for sure useful in this area if you don't have better commanders to replace him. In conclusion, he is a great commander to own for crit and bleed synergy, and especially good for countering heal and weakness synergy and the weakness damage, but you need to note that he is not the best of the commanders to own for his utilities in different parts of the game. I hope this review was useful for you all and that you enjoyed this video. I wish all the best for you all. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to leave a comment if you have any questions. Also need to mention that my community page on this YouTube channel is active and will be used for various posts and announcements, so definitely check it out. Have a great weekend, you all.